Okay, so people, the dev stream has just ended yet again. It is 4 AM. Let's get right on into absolutely everything that they have gone on over. So starting off with the future plans. Now the future plans include Arche Tuning Socket Edition, the Ice Maiden being a new boss, and based off what we figured out from this stream, I believe that this is going to be a reskin of the Dead Bride, a party finding system, core item conversion, other Descendant stats. Physics are going to be on the 22nd of May, and photo mode is coming around then too. Another important thing that they mentioned is that the fire rate speed limit is going to be 2000, and the developers do take the balance in this game very seriously, and there is a very big difficult gap within all of the Descendants, which makes it difficult for them to design maps, because if they use a mid-end Descendant, the high ends rip through it. When they use the high ends, the lower end Descendants can't do it, you know, give and take. But basically that is majority of the things that they have said around about the balance. Now their guideline is Bunny, Viessa, Valby and Haley. Along with this, they have confirmed that they will 100% be nerfing Ines. How so, we don't know yet, but they have said 100% Ines is gonna get nerfed. The developers consider Serena and Bunny okay, and they are going to look into reworking Bunny, so there might be some Bunny buffs. The first balance patch is going to be early in April, and Void Erosion 21 all the way to 29 is going to be changed / nerfed, and then on the March the 20th update, the second week, they are going to decrease 29's difficulty for the purges. So 21, 27 and 30 were the most played, 28 and 29 had the highest failure rate, so this is why all of this is going to go through. Now the second update on April 17th, purge is going to be adjusted based on that. They are not touching purge 30, and the meta is massively going to change on April the 17th is what they are saying. The plan is to patch Descendants and then patch the weapons based on the purge's results of the outcomes of all of this testing. Along with this, core loadouts have been confirmed, so if you've made 2 weapons, you know, not really much point, you are going to be able to carry over cores from one weapon to another now. If you made a second one, I'm not sure how it's going to work, but you know, yeah, that is going to come through. Core color mutation is going to come through too. So, you know, if you've got 1 million of purple cores, you'll be able to convert them into the green. How it works, we don't know anything as of yet, but that is the main beginning bit of the dev stream. So let's move on into the next bit of the dev stream as well. So the developers showed off this table of content, so let's go on over it. In Season 2 Part 1, there's going to be a new story in Beyond the Void, Serena the new Descendant, Sigma Sector the new place, the new growth system, the Arche Tuning, otherwise known as the skill tree, the Executioner rework, which is the Tormentor, which is going to be like a more sinister version of the Executioner, so that is already been shown off, and I'm going to go into that later in this video. Several new weapons, new external component sets, new modules, the new dog, new customization, photo mode and presets, quality of life improvements and new skins, and a new event. So we're gonna break literally all of that down in this video, so you know, let's get right on into it. Now let's talk about the story and Serena. So Serena is going to be the new Descendant. She's very important in the story, and there's going to be a very big plot twist coming, and Serena's reveal trailer is out, but that is going to be a completely separate video. I'm not going to upload that. That's not my material, so you know, none of that stuff over here. Now Serena is going to be singular and dimension, and let's break down all of her abilities right now. So her first ability is a flame wave. Now from the stats you can see it decreases fire resistance, and it heals and recovers ammo, and it spreads. If you AoE this into the ground, it will spread even more. So you know, this looks like a very strong ability right off the bat, and in the gameplay that they've shown, we could see it hitting up to 200, 300, 400, 500k damage. So you know, it looks very capable already. Now her second ability is where it gets really bloody cool. So with her second ability, you can see that it will greatly decrease gravity, and it basically allows you to like jump really high. Now depending on which round the weapon in your hand is, there is a different type of buff. This is just insanely cool, and means that you're gonna have to consider your loadout significantly more when playing with Serena, and I just freaking love that. So let's get on into the next ability. Now her third ability is more so for evasion. Now her third ability will allow you to do a dash, whether it be front, back, left or right, or jump on the ground, and this also deals damage, so it's a pretty good way. The longer you hold it, the further you move back. It's a great way to fly around and move around with Serena, so this is going to probably be a very, very important ability. Now her fourth ability is where it gets absolutely nutty. Now this will dive bomb, and when used on the ground, it removes all debuffs on Serena and all of the allies within range. As well as this scales based off the damage of the scales of HP and damage reduction, which is just absolutely insane. Bigger radius. This is such a great AoE attack, and this is just going to be absolutely great to see for Serena, and I can't wait to see the gameplay that she is going to bring along with all of this. Now for her first rend module, it's called Divine Surge. In this she will fly forward, inflict knockback, and all the enemies in the path will just take tons of damage. Additionally, this is going to create like a fire trail, so that does damage to all of the enemies that are within the range, which is going to definitely help with her flying abilities. Her second ability, called Him or Heim, or I don't know how to say it exactly, is going to create a zone on the ground where this is going to increase the jump of allies, or if it's used in mid-air, will increase the movement speed. I wonder how fast you can make Bunny with this. This is going to be so insane. So that is Serena done, so let's talk about the next stuff, which is going to be the Sigma sector. Now the Sigma sector's got two different places over here. You can see the broken boundary and the isolated desert. Now in the Sigma sector, there's going to be two different difficulties. There's going to be some new areas. You're going to have a different spawn in every single area for less repetitiveness, and you are also going to need a minimum of master rank 15 to enter these missions. Now there's going to mostly be a farming field, and this will come with a new set of mods. Runs on average will be between 6 to 8 minute runs, and there's also going to be a new faction called the Immortal Oblivion. There is a complex battle at the end with two mini bosses. There's also going to be new weapons in there, which is Karel's Sweeper. When you grab it and shoot it, it's like a shotgun with the most insane spread you've ever seen in your life. So, you know, that's pretty good. So, yeah, let's have a look at that. I'm not going to post the gameplay that next time shot on their stream. I don't want this video to get copyrighted, so we're just going to go without that for now. But let's talk about the next thing, which is the other weapon. Before that, real quick though, let me just go on over everything they mentioned about Sigma Sector. Now there's a new pistol, which is the Battle Pass weapon, which I'm going to put on screen right now. This is called the Malevolent. Now this is ideally for a mobbing style weapon. It's a pistol that shoots chainsaws that can absolutely shred enemies nearby. If you hit a weak point with it, then it will spread in a massive radius, and it is absolutely freaking great. As for the dog, the new dog will keep auto dismantle after reviewing. So let me repeat that again. This dog has auto dismantle, and it also has ammo generation, which means they had to buff the Hagio Sheepdog. So now the Hagio Sheepdog will have HP recovery after the update. Now there's a new resource called the High Value Relic Reward, which I assume is going to have something to do with upgrading your Arche Tuning. The fastest place is going to be for farming inside of the Sigma sector. However, it will be available inside other missions such as normal infiltrations, hard infiltrations, 400%, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, it's going to be everywhere else. And now let's talk about the skill trees. Now this is a normal skill tree. It has 40 config points, so you can press 40 of these different dots. You can share them between normal and ultimate descendants, and it is the exact same tree for everybody. And this is just the tree. It's a work in progress, so this is not the perfect copy of it, and it is going to change before the final update. Now there is enhanced there's enhanced cooldown, enhanced skill power, enhanced HP, and enhanced multi-shot. Yes, I did say that, multi-shot. Now this tree includes every single thing in the game. It includes firearm attack, colossus damage. This is made for everything in the game, and it's got every stats, including both weapons and Descendants. It does have 3 configs, and it's just like a normal config per Descendant, so 3 boards per Descendant, exactly the same as every other Descendant in this game. The resetting is for free. Arche Tuning is farmable in a Void Vessel, Sigma Sector, Purge 400%. So it's going to be worth playing everything to farm this. Sigma Sector, however, is the most efficient, with the estimate being around 10 hours of game time to reach level 40 inside of the tree. Now this is an image shown of the Tormentor, which is the new boss. It is a mutated executioner, so it's the same element, it's still electric, it's weak to toxic, so I think that 3 crit Frainers and a Luna might absolutely be able to dog it, or 3 Last Dagger Glaze buff with an Enzo would absolutely be able to dog it. Now, there is that little circle sphere with the disco ball lights coming out of it. You destroy that cube, you will get a sphere, you'll get a buff. If you don't, it will debuff you. Dodging the rays of electricity is going to be very, very important to surviving, and Serena can fly on over it. This is a quick image of the map, so this is what the map is going to look like. So yeah, there's gonna have Sigma Sector on the left hand side, and yeah, that's basically it. Now this is a screenshot of the Tormentor. Look at that drip. This man, it looks so freaking cool, but it's a mutated executioner, which leads me to think that the Ice Maiden is a mutated version of the Dead Bride, which is something I am really, really looking forward to. With the Tormentor comes a completely new fighting arena, along with something else that is really, really major. There will now be a leaderboard for the dungeons, as well as special operations and the Void Abyss boss. To add on to the hype, this is a look at the skin that you are going to get. It just looks hella cool. I love the wings on here, especially with Serena. It looks just insanely, insanely cool. Now this is a absolutely massive welcome change. Now you can have your preset slots update, including customizations of your Descendant, so the outfit you wear, the module config you run, the Arche Tuning, so the skill tree you run, as well as having your reactor, external components, your weapons, and also your fellow saved as well. So you can have your dog saved onto presets too, meaning presets are going to have so much value in them now, and oh my god, I am so excited. I cannot wait for this feature. The dog has indeed been confirmed to be farmable again in hard mode or Void Vessel, so everybody better gear up, because we're gonna jump back into the vessel to farm out this one. Now back to the Malevolent. This is a AoE pistol which has insane damage on weak points and takes advantage of multi-shot modules, which are also coming into the game. Now the next weapon is going to be the Ancient Knight, and this is a weapon designed hand in hand for Serena. So when you use this weapon in mid-air, it is going to grant atonement, and it's going to also hit a ton of multi-shot. And the last weapon that they showed off is this sniper called TAMS or TAMS. This is a weapon based off eating your MP to increase your damage output. Now in the gameplay they showed this hitting 6.5 million crits, so this is going to be very, very much worthwhile investing into. Now there is another weapon that is designed for Blair called the Truly Deadly Arson, and this is a flamethrower, and when you use this with a flame ability on already affecting the enemies, such as Blair's third for the flamethrower, you will get absolutely disgustingly good damage out of it. In the gameplay that the dev showed, we did see it hit up to 1.1 million crits, so worthwhile yet again. Now the developers also showed off 4 new external component sets: the Unpredictable set, the Crusader Knight set, Sprinting set, and Ascending Armory set. So let's talk about all of these. Now it would take me way too long to read all of these off the top of my head, but the bottom bit I can see is that this will allow you to gain 21% power strength, as well as continuous health and shield recovery. So if you want to read the description, pause and have a read. But anyways, onto the next set we go. Next up we have the Crusader Knight set. So this one gives chill resistance and will allow you to have purification, allows you to tank a lot more damage, so increase incoming damage modifier, which is hella good as well, and you will have extra armor, so this is going to be a tanking style of set. Now this one is my favorite, the sprinting set. Now this is negative grapple charge hook time and also plus 10 movement speed with absolutely beautiful duration up to 30 seconds. This is going to be absolutely insane for Bunny. I cannot wait to give this a run with her. Now there is 32 new modules and they are all just multi-shot style of modules for all styles of weapons. So every weapon will now have multi-shot, which is going to allow you to shoot a lot more bullets and just do a lot more general damage anyways. On shotguns this is going to be absolutely great, but we'll see how it goes. Now with specialized modules, this will allow guns with even low crit rates to get yourself some pretty nice crits even over a far distance. Next up, the developers showed off the photo mod and showed the basic functionality and said they will be adding more advanced stuff like filters and other sort of stuff into it as well. Now let me just show you some results from it, because honestly this stuff just looks absolutely amazing. For me as a creator, this is going to be amazing for thumbnails, so you know, I really can't wait to get my hands on this feature. Now for customization, they will allow you to dye the hair and the beard on a lot of the male descendants, so that is a pretty nice touch. Another major change is that on the other descendants, the ones that we were complaining about for the longest of times, you can see that they've added a ton more paint slots and you are going to be able to paint every single element of every single descendant on their ultimate fits, and it's going to look really cool. Now based off the energy color changing, I think there might be potentially energy changing, but we're not 1,000,000% sure, so you know what, we're gonna have a look at that. Next up, we do have the shop has been completely UI changed, as well as this cheeky little tab over here I see called concept skins, which is also going to be quite cool. Next up, if you go to the prime hands, you are going to see implant module. Now what this is going to allow you to see what is implantable from one descendant to the next, and this is your ultimate transfer, moving all your catalysts over. Now the resource for this, the photon material, photon imprinter, is only available in events. They are going to give us one 2 weeks before the Blair update, so just you're gonna have to log in. You don't have to log in directly, however, day after day, they will allow you to log in over a period of time, but you will be getting one. Now, because this is a celebration and Season 2 Episode 2 is going to be a very big change for the game, they're going to allow us to get 2 photon imprinters, and that is going to be something that is major and very nice. Additionally, they are going to allow us to have encrypted vaults show up on the map, and they are going to improve the spawns on the vaults, so vault farming, if you do need to do that, is going to be a lot easier. Next up, the devs showed us a ton of different skins. Now this is going to be a skin for Serena, which I think looks just honestly so cool with the colors that they've done. Now this is going to be a skin for Haley. This is an absolutely cool ass looking skin, as well as Glay. Glay also gets a new skin, which is going to be on screen right now. So this is a Glay new skin, which just looks insanely cool. I'm a massive fan of these skins so far. However, they showed us a lot more with skins. Sharon is also going to be getting an evolved skin, so this is going to have evolutions, and the evolutions have changed to require catalysts, so the more catalysts you put, the more evolutions you unlock. Now this is what it looks like in the max evolution stage. It looks like flipping it looks like Batwoman, or it looks so cool. Massive fan of this Sharon skin. As well as that, they showed us concept art for a lot more skins they're working on, so that's going to be on screen right now. The one on the left is a schoolgirl style skin, the one in the middle is a Blair skin, and then a corn skin for all the descendants is available on the right. It's just going to be a fun little prod at the skins, which are also labeled with their dates. Now for the April 30th update, they're bringing back schoolgirl skins for literally every single girl. They're all going to be different based on the character. In the bottom left is Glare, second on the row from the end we've got Bunny, so on and so forth. Now this is another skin that they've teased, which is a Chinese dress style skin, which looks so goddamn cool. I cannot wait for this skin. Now this video has been long, and I know, but we're almost done. Just bear with me for a little longer. Now the big thing they are going to do is end support for the last generation consoles like the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. This is because they are going to essentially be adding a lot more strenuous updates, a lot more graphical stuff, and it's just too much effort to put the work and scale it down into last generation, so they will sadly be ending support for the last gen of consoles. Next up, we've got 2 events going on, so you can either get yourself an Ultimate Bunny, or you can choose to get yourself 2 Haley skins. I think majority of the players who have been playing this game are going to grab their Haley skins. As well as that, there is an event with Serena once you've done the story, and you'll be able to get up to 2 weeks of catalysts, so 14 catalysts out of this. Now, I'm going to just go on over a few extra little things over here, and that is from the Q&A. Now, for the Q&A, they did say that they are going to work on hiding Serena's rings and have plans for melee attacks. They're planning on working on some sort of trophy system on PlayStation. I'm not 100% sure what it means. Also, the void fragment requirement will be removed from fusion reactors. Master Rank 29 is going to be the absolute cap as of right now. And AMD is going to get FSR4 on launch, so that is another great update. The companion app is still in development, and idle animations are going to be reworked too. Serena's wings are going to be coloured, and the male descendants will not be getting buffed. Arcade system is more than enough to buff them for now, so I think that is okay. They are attempting to make Ines's first ability stop going through walls, which is good, and they are going to possibly nerf her damage down a fair bit. They're keeping her passive ability, but that's basically it. So that's been this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Smash that like button. It was long, I'm sorry, but that is everything you need to know about the update. Have a good one. Peace.